You're broke but have 5 grand for XRP. Should you pull the trigger? So the question is, first, do you need that 5 grand to live? And if the answer is no, then sure, go ahead and invest it in everything. In anything. Doesn't matter what you invest in. If you choose XRP, that's fine. I think XRP is a fine investment, sure. XRP, Bitcoin, NASDAQ, gold, whatever. Whatever you choose, bro. I wouldn't advise on any other altcoin, though. Or rather, I wouldn't suggest. Do I trade Forex? As in foreign exchange? No. Why does Maven only allow 1 payout? That's wrong. It's not true. Unless you're talking about the mini, which is 1 day long. So, I mean, you can get more than 1 payout, but it's 1 day long is how long the challenge is. So, anyways, boys. Let's see how things played out this week, right? The week is almost over. We got the news on... Wow, things are still kind of flat. I heard that there's a Fed announcement this evening. All of a sudden. This week's done nothing. Pretty well nothing, eh? I wouldn't even want to make a prediction on gold right now. It's got this range lock. Right? It's just stuck in that range. I mean, naturally, we just assume it'll continue up. Oh yeah, the energy stock, eh? Doing anything all of a sudden on open? Nothing's doing anything right now. Bitcoin up slightly. Let's see, let's look at Bitcoin. I want to see a reaction off these levels here. Bitcoin's still not doing enough for me to care. None of these positions are doing anything for me to care. NASDAQ, let's see. Again, range. Silly little range lock all week. I thought it was going to break on Wednesday. I thought something was going to happen on Wednesday. You're a crypto virgin. I have no idea where to start. You lost 6 figures investing in property. So looking at alternatives. Well, if you can't make money investing in fucking housing, you can't make money in crypto. Let me tell you that. Housing is the easiest thing to make money. You just buy a house and you make money. It's guaranteed. Like, unless you buy something that fucking burns to the ground and you don't insure it. How do you lose money on a house? All you have to do is not sell. Wait. I wonder if there's a visualization of like houses other than like I wonder where you are, honestly, actually. Like that I might be jumping the gun. You got scammed. The house is stolen. Woo! Boys. Liz. Do we tell her? Do we tell her that there's scams in crypto too?
Wow.
She got scammed on a house, dude. Scammed on a house. Wait, Pump. Let me show you something. Pump.fun. You ever heard of this website? Super reputable. Here, Pem Bundy. This is probably a pretty good investment. Look, it's going straight up. Can't possibly go tits up. Can't possibly go wrong. Look at that. Look at that investment. Dude. You got scammed on a house. How is that possible, dude? Housing market. Wait, I wonder if I just go... She's a babe, isn't she? Yeah, this is... Bro, Liz, this is you. This is you.
That coin will definitely beat BTC
Look,
too.
fucking just ripped down already. Liz, this is you when you're looking for housing. Right, so all right, let me actually give you some advice. Let me actually help you, maybe, eh? You're crying. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you, Liz. Oh man, she is kind of a babe. I kind of like blondes, so pearl necklace, you know. I'm sure she's got a fucking fit bod too, right? I'm sure, like, good old frog look there. Let's look at XRP, right? Okay, so you got $5,000, right? And like, hopefully you got scammed on the down payment and not like, you know, $500,000 or something. Hopefully you got scammed like 20 grand or something, and like that was it. Okay. Don't feel bad. I've been scammed for much more. Okay. That's the reality of life, is you're gonna get scammed by cunts, right? And just try not to be a cunt back. Life's gonna be pretty good, okay? But some people are cunts, and you gotta accept that at some point you're gonna get fucked, right? And to be fearful of getting fucked makes your life pretty bad, honestly, right? Because then you're just living in fear all the time, right? Let me XRP here. There we go, XRP. Okay, so XRP. Why did I mark this down? Is this a launch date for something? July 26th? No. Somebody let me know if there's a launch date for something. I marked something down. Okay, so XRP, look at this. When you're looking at investments, I look at monthlies and yearlies, right? For long-term stuff, right? Let me delete this. And you can see a previous kind of year's top on these candle bodies, and then you've also got down here, right? Right. So actually, let me go to XRP so that you can see like the pricing, right? Okay, yeah, so something a bit different here, right? So you can see that currently we kind of already bounced off that previous one, but 85 cents would have been another buy-in, right? So it's possible, right, that you could be buying here and being pretty good, right? What we've done is we've basically just broken this new low, okay? And when they lost this level, all you have to do to satisfy the next level down is break a new low, right? So this is satisfied, check, right? The next level down though is 85 cents, right? So what I would do is, if you want to invest in XRP, you know, I would throw maybe half in now and then the other half at 85 cents. Now, what happens if it goes up and you miss that next order? Well, essentially what you're doing is you're taking both along, right? Right now, you're entering the market with no, like, you're gonna just let it run forever, right? There's no stop loss, so you can't lose on that. But what you're doing is you're hedging with a short, kind of, right? Because you're betting that it's gonna come down here, okay? If you place 100% of your entry right now, then you're not betting that's gonna go down. But this is the next level down, so naturally this is what trading is even if you're not taking a trade, you're taking a trade because you're holding US dollar, right? So this is XRP versus US dollar. So you're holding US dollar, okay? So you think that the US dollar will go up with respect to XRP, right? So at all times you are trading. I'll say that again. As a trader, no matter what you're holding, if you're holding US dollar, you are trading because you think the US dollar is going to be more valuable over time compared to these other things, okay? So trading is diversifying your assets for maximum reward for how much you're willing to risk, okay, at all times. So you can add and reduce. So this is all I would be doing, honestly, is if we regain this level and we get a closure back in the $2 range, then you can close, then you could enter, right? That's what I would do with XRP. Now, would I put the full 5 grand in XRP? You got 5 grand. What would I do is if I had 5 grand, I'd probably somewhat diversify it like I'm doing now. I've got some in metals, right? Because I think the stock market is going to collapse at some point, right? Some point this year. So I'm holding copper and gold, not silver, because silver is a silly thing to buy like that right now. It's probably a good chance it continues pumping, but I would prefer gold and copper right now. You can see copper. How should I copper? Because copper hasn't done that crazy pump yet, right? What indicators do I use? None. Yeah, hopefully that helps, Liz. You're down 6% since yesterday. How's that possible? You're not following what I'm doing then, because I'm up since yesterday. We're at 9,000. We started with 5. Liz, this is the power. This is the power of what we're doing. We're trading without any leverage. We've made 80% in a month and a half. Starting with only 5,000. I've not bought XRP. I've not been buying crypto. I actually shorted crypto, but it's from gold right now and the Nasdaq and copper. But so what you can do also with XRP is you want to make sure that Bitcoin is also bullish, right? So there's a level here on Bitcoin, 46K. It's probably going to kind of line up with that 80 cents. 85 cents XRP, right? It's a little bit lower, not super much lower, right? The difference between the current low and 46K is not that much different, honestly. Look at this. It's another 25%. You can handle another 25%, right? So that's why I'd say, like, if you're looking to get into the market now, who cares if you go in 25% drawdown, right? Just don't leverage trade crypto. Don't be an idiot, right? Like, this is not very much lower, honestly. And the only reason why, you know, you come down here is because, one, that's a yearly level, and two, this is the origin of the move that brought us here, which is the level we just lost, right? So we lost this level, so we have to come back to the origin, right? It's satisfied already to bounce here, but this is the actual target that you'd be looking for in that move down. So I think we got a little cool off and then down, right? Do I like Linda? I don't know who Linda is. Mog. Fucking Mog is such a sick word, dude. XRP will go to the moon. Yeah, probably. Like, honestly, XRP is like one of those fucking like Israeli and Central Intelligence fucking coins, you know? And like anything that the banks and Jews touch, like, make a lot of money, so, you know. Which chart is this? This is Bitcoin, dude. It's funny to me that, like, you guys don't memorize what charts look like. September, October, I think crypto bottoms. Yeah, I mean, we've known that already. You already know. You already know that the bottom, unless it just dumps right now, right? And the question is, are we gonna have a mega bear market? Some people are calling for like 3 grand Bitcoin, right? Which is just fucking idiotic, dude. Like, why would you? it's the same rationale as when people were calling for 200,000 Bitcoin in the bull market, right? Why would you assume something is going to happen that has never happened before? And that thing is that the market cycle will grow more this time than the previous time. So it always grows less than the previous time, like less than half the amount, okay? So for you to assume that we go down to like fucking like, you know, even like 30 grand is like a bit presumptuous, 75% down, right? Unless the entire economy collapses, which is possible, right? It's 30 grand would be kind of the absolute lowest because market cycles collapse less each time, okay? Every time it's collapsing less. So people calling for like 10 grand or whatever, like it doesn't make sense. It's never dropped 90% before. Where's the bottom zone? I think 46. Okay, what's going down right now? CTGO, gold going down a bit. Okay, this is kind of in line with what the news release was yesterday. Oh, unemployment claims. What was? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait. Okay. Someone help me with this. Am I retarded? Non-farm unemployment change. Or employment change, rather. 130K more jobs, right? Unemployment claims also went up. I guess that means that there's just more people. Is that what it means? That must be what it means. More people are unemployed and more people have jobs. That must be right? And then overall, the unemployment rate is down. Unemployment claims went down by less than expected. By more than expected. More. Unemployment claims went more. Let's look at the fucking Edge Finder, bro. Let's look scorecard. Nasdaq's so bearish, bro. So unemployment rate, weekly jobless claims. Yeah, that's bearish. Okay. Now, obviously, like, the surprise is significant on the employed part, and it's not very significant on the unemployed part. And this is a weekly ADP employment change. Open jobs. Okay. Interesting. See what's happening on the open on Nasdaq. Wow. This might be a really, like this week really tests your skill, right? If you want to think about it, because there are no trades to take this week. Like we took, at the start of the week, we took a NQ long, right? We longed, or yeah, QQQ long, right? Something long, we like longed here, right? And our gold is still going from last week. I don't think we did anything. We just kind of entered the energy sector just to kind of watch it, right? We didn't do anything. This week is a good test for people to make sure that they can sit on their hands. Because if you're trading right now, like, you might be retarded. There's nothing to do. So there are 130K jobs created. And 227 just lost more people. Can I take a look at Oscar? Is Oscar a company? I'm not familiar with it. Oscar Health. Never heard of this dude. Doesn't look like anything interesting, right? Like, here's the thing: is if you're picking individual stocks, here's my opinion, okay? If you want to pick individual stocks, it's because you have a fundamental reasoning as to why that company will do well, okay? It has nothing to do with the price. Nothing to do with the charts, okay? If you want to trade gold, Bitcoin, NASDAQ, okay? Stocks are for investment, right? Like I've picked up a little bit of Apple, a little bit of AMD, right? Because of the AI stuff, right? I've picked up copper companies because of that, right? I'm in Netflix because Netflix had that huge boycott sort of thing, right? So it crashed down, and I'm paying attention to the news for Netflix, right? So Netflix crashed because of that, right? And I'm like, oh, the product will probably come back. Yo, what's up, Steven? Steven. I remember you. So like somewhere around here, Netflix is probably going to get a good old bounce. Like their earnings will come back later. This is from a failed earnings report and a boycott, right? And I'm like, oh, Netflix will pull it out of their ass. They have shitloads of money. They'll figure it out, right? They'll stop making fucking porn for children or whatever they're doing, right? Good advice on a company in the financial sector. Visa, MasterCard, PayPal. Yeah. Avicii. Avicii, maybe, right? Avicii app. Okay. Look at this. It's a crypto finance credit card, right? And I'm gonna just highlight this and not tell you. You can figure it on your own. Spend it, don't sell it. And you can figure out why people are going to use this app, okay? Why do they say spend it, don't sell it? What is wrong with selling your crypto? What is wrong with selling your crypto? Something happens when you sell your crypto. What's the number one reason why majority of traders can't make it in trading? They're all dopamine addicted crackheads, and they have no patience or ability to properly analyze their own emotions. It has nothing to do with the actual trading itself. It has 100% to do with that you have no ability to sit still, and you don't think that that will help you. You're completely ignorant and delusional. That's why most traders can't make it. Exactly. A couple of people were talking about it. Okay. Why would you sell? Why would you sell your crypto? Don't sell it. Spend it. All right. Fucking Kick Chats figured it out. So you can see why this product people might like. There's one. Now there's a thing in Canada that in order to do anything in Canada you have to use FinTrack. I'm not sure if this is FinTracked. Is Avicii app FinTrack? FinTracked? App FinTracked. Based on the results of Avicii app, not affiliated with Canada's FinTrack. Interesting. Isn't that interesting? How do you spend it if you don't sell it? Well, that's the whole point of the app, dude. You spend crypto. If you spend, so 1 in a billion says if you spend crypto, you can avoid capital gains. Yeah, dude. You don't pay taxes on something you already own. Right? You have a wad of cash in your pocket. Do you pay taxes on it? No. You only pay taxes when you make money. Right? I mean, I'm not telling you to do nothing here. And I don't know nothing about nothing, all right? I'm just saying that's a pretty weird slogan for them to have on their homepage, right? That's a pretty weird slogan. I mean, actually, is this a cryptocurrency? It's a cryptocurrency, isn't it? I'm gonna add it to my watch list because this is actually Avicii. Let's add that. I wanna. Crypto. I'm gonna add that to my watch list. Yeah, honestly, like, I don't know if like traditional stocks are super good for finance anymore. Considering crypto is money, right? I think everything's going into the crypto space, right? So if you want good investments for long periods of time, I'd be looking in the crypto space at this point, right? XRP, maybe Avicii. I know ShakePay. So I use ShakePay to pay for things. I wonder if they have a coin, ShakePay coin. Do they? ShakePay is a similar thing, but it's like Canadian regulated now. It's a cute little like raccoon thing. Buy and earn Bitcoin the easy way. Yeah, this is the one I use, but yeah, markets are, everything's coming down today a bit. I mean, like, there's nothing to do, dude. We could watch this reaction here to see if this is just a dump that we could pump back up. We can watch gold too. Let's check gold. But like, it's just static, right? Like, I wouldn't really want to be trading this. It's chop. Like, when you have like wicks everywhere, you can't really read it. You have to wait.
On weekly, NQ did fail to gain as well.
Weekly NQ failed to gain. Let's see. I mean, like, didn't really do anything. Not done yet, but. And last week's bullish more, I would say. Let's look at the Discord, see if people got charts to review. So if anyone has any charts that they want to get reviewed, they can post in the Discord here. I'll review your trades. Do you agree with Bitcoin prediction from Dr. Profit on X? I don't know who the fuck that is, and I guarantee I don't agree with him. Why would I memorize what people predict? All gurus are fucking scammers, dude. They all fucking suck. Dr. Profit, dude. Never heard of him. Is this Bitcoin? This is NASDAQ. Buy short on the QQQ. You think short right now on the QQQ? I'm long. Right? The NASDAQ here. Potentially a pretty bearish day though. Because that's a super bearish close, honestly, on the 4 hour there now. Let's look at the gold to see where it closed. Gold's kind of just choppy. See if Bitcoin did anything. Nope, not really. Yeah. So NASDAQ is moving at least, right? But I wouldn't, like, this could go down for the day, but I don't trust that this is going to be something bad. Not yet. Realistically, my long needs to be like this, right? Stop loss sort of here at this point. They pulled 4 billion from QQQ. Sure. I mean, the numbers don't matter, dude. I don't really care. The amount of money, like, just is so meaningless at this point when people say, like, big numbers. ABTC is a mining company, NASDAQ endorsed by Trump and family. Yeah, again, like, if something's been endorsed, again, it's probably not wise to buy. It's a marketing thing, right? Is your Netflix position a trading account or on shares? It's like, I own 3 shares, right, on a trading account. So both, right? Like, it's not a big position. I'm not really using any leverage, right? So, like, you can see the amount of liquidity I have left, less is 5 grand out of the 9 grand, right? And these are the prices of everything I bought. So I've used half of my capital in order to buy things. If things dump down, I'll add some more, but depending on, like, what's happening, right? Obviously, I'm not going to hold losers, but like, everything here is just buying whatever share it is, right? If it's a stock, it's just shares. Your long-term and ELF. Your portfolio is heavy on tech. I would be careful with a heavy tech portfolio at this point. Reason being is, like, AI, like, you're following the trend of AI if you're heavy on tech, basically, and everything is going to become. I wonder if there's a AI index or something. Here you go, AI index. This is awesome, actually. Oh wow, that's not even a chart. That's fucking retarded. right? So this is, I guess we could look at this, I suppose. This is, I suppose, AI, right? As an index, right? All the AI sort of stocks put together. And, you know, it's in this crazy bull market, right? It's not gone parabolic yet. So, you know, I'm just saying be cautious, right? But when this goes fucking insane, and you can kind of look at it on like Nvidia, because Nvidia is, you know, this is pretty decently insane, honestly, right? So it's getting close to just like, this can't last forever, right? The AI index. Let's see if there's a better like AI. I wonder if there's a tradable AI index, right? I wonder if there's one. Oh, and then you get like an ETF sort of thing. Bots. AIQ, maybe. AIQ. There you go. There you go. AIQ is a ETF for it. AI funds, I suppose, maybe. There you go. This is what you want to look at for ETFs. Right. Wow, what a stupid name for a fund. Super cycle ETF. Let's just look. It should be the same more or less. Yeah, that one just fucking shoots straight up. Here's the thing with these, right? Is like, you can see how much they're growing, right? 50% in the last few months, right? So, you know, they're not quite going crazy parabolic, but as I said, you know, if you're heavily invested in tech stocks, at some point, like, tech is all AI, right? There's no tech company that's not AI anymore. And even like non-tech companies are tech companies now. Like Maven is a finance company, but we're a tech company, right? Like, you know, all of our staff are either support or developers. There's nobody that does anything but support or development, basically. Please on the captions for this live stream. There's no way to turn on captions, bro. Spread the risk with pharma, beauty, and emergency. I mean, like, yeah, you can do as you like, right? As things get more volatile, you're gonna want to de-risk into recession-proof things and low-risk assets like gold. Okay. Right, like that's why I'm slowly like merging. I know gold's pumped a ton, but it's a really weird thing where this has never really happened before. Is the tech stocks are artificially inflated? Like this is not, like, the economy is fucked, right? Jobs are having issue, right? Here, look. There's inflation issues, right? I mean, it's not fucked, but, you know, there's inflation issues. There's a bunch of job problems lately, right? There's a potential of wars all around the world. So with that being said, you know, everyone's going into gold because they're fearful. But naturally, what would happen is tech stocks would collapse because we're losing jobs and all this shit, right? but everything's AI now, so tech is also going up. But what they're doing to even further exacerbate that is NVIDIA is doing something that's illegal, where they're basically loaning out to OpenAI, right? And NVIDIA, right? Loaning out to OpenAI, and then OpenAI is buying NVIDIA chips, right? And then their stock goes up, and then they loan them more money, and then they buy more chips, right? And this can't last. This is artificially inflated, so it's going to collapse. It has to. Like it can't be supported like this. You can't do that. You hate OpenAI. Yeah, I mean, like, it's all fucking... It's all some sort of weird, evil thing. I don't know. You know, the Bible says we might be dying all soon or something. I don't know. Something like that. Let's do a giveaway. If you're watching on Kick or YouTube, you can enter the giveaway. Otherwise, you cannot enter the giveaway. Spin the wheel. 10K instant account from Maven, okay? That's the prize. And we're going to go AI plus AI in order to enter the giveaway. Type it in chat. Try generating the same picture on ChatGPT for 40 times. You'll have it. Interesting. I never seen that. Yeah, boys. I mean, I wish there's more. Oh man, Robinhood is fucking collapsing. Coin collapsing too. Palantir's come down pretty decently. Yeah, the economy doesn't look super great here, but it's nice to have a bit of a retracement, I suppose. Cool off period. Nice, okay. Nice, you guys all want this giveaway. Yeah, in order to enter the giveaways, you have to be watching on YouTube or Kick. Home H3. Congrats, bro. You won a 10K instant account from Maven. You can open a ticket in the Maven's ticket system, and that's how you claim it, okay? You made ChatGPT crash out by repeating myself yesterday. Yeah, I mean, so I use Grok if I'm using unless, so it's good to have multiple AIs that you use. I use ChatGPT rarely, but sometimes Grok. Or no, sorry, mostly Grok, but sometimes ChatGPT. And I'll use ChatGPT if I think that Grok might have a bias on something, right? So if it's about Elon, or if it's about well, politically, I mean, if it's about social medias, like something that X would have a bias with, or Elon would have a bias with, I'll use ChatGPT. Politically, anything political or like, you know, right versus left, Grok is the least biased. ChatGPT's very left wing. Grok is slightly more on the right side. Mostly every AI is super left, and Grok is like slightly right. So it's like the least politically biased. So if you want the most unbiased answers, Grok is the best way to go, usually. But I think Google's got the best imaging. Yeah, different ones. Nice. Oh, good point. They all protect their gods. Yeah, kind of like funny that you use the word gods, because I think politics is religion for people who are atheist or like don't have a you know, a higher power. It's a belief system that ultimately like doesn't really do anything for. I mean, now that makes me sound like I don't think religion does anything, but it kind of doesn't really. It's something for you to believe in and have a higher purpose when you have no higher power, right? So I think politics are ridiculous. I think they're all the same, and it's, you know, no matter what you believe, it's going to result in the same thing, right? I don't think voting is real. I don't think your president is real. I think it's all just a fucking. It's all just to distract you, right? They just do what they want. It's religion for them. Everyone needs to believe in, believe and belong, exactly. So, you know, I used to care a little bit, but now I don't. Anyways, I gotta go. I got a meeting. See you guys later today. We'll do some fun shit later. We'll I don't know. We'll do something fun in the next stream later today, afternoon. Okay, take care.